Stage fright.
Talko.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the new and improved Taco Tuesdays. Not to be confused with the other podcast that's spelled as a taco.
We are
That's the
Talko.
thing.
Talko Tuesday.
Talko Tuesdays. And
Taco's the future.
as you can tell, we have faces now. We're doing this next gen.
Yeah, this next gen quality shit right here.
Yeah,
From the
next one.
streets.
You can't even really comprehend it, but I guess we should probably do some introductions. I mean, you probably know my lovely stash, but what about these two handsome boys?
The nice turd lip. I'm Brad. You probably know me as AMG Fail, unless you don't read the blog, then you have no idea who I am.
Some hot, beefy white guy.
I know. Emphasis on the beefy part.
And I'm... Oh gosh, I have been here in a long time. I'm Ryan. You may have seen some of my things on the site years ago under Agent Gear. Now it's going to be coming out under Cart Me Off if you see anything else coming around. But you'll see my shining face around here a little bit more often.
Fap.
Yeah.
Just silence the fapping. Hold your fapping till the end, please. Hold your fapping.
Right. Everybody's hands on the laps.
So we're gonna
See
keep
those hands?
pretty. Oh,
I want to see him down here. And I want to see your shoulder kind of doing this for a little while.
maybe
It's
two
a twitch, man. I can't help it. It's like an old sports injury, obviously. Clearly.
Clearly,
Tennis
I've had a
elbow.
lot of work done on this thing.
I know. Got that Tammy Jan surgery.
Oh yeah.
The what?
Tommy John surgery, man.
God, I'm out of the loop, bro.
You
I'm
are.
out of the loop. Enlighten me.
No, it usually happens to baseball pitchers. They fuck up their arm from all that throw, and then they get surgery, and it's never the same.
It's not unusual.
Oh, that's right. You actually watch sports.
I watch baseball, not sports.
Wait, are we talking about Tom Jones?
Tom Jones, I'm in.
That motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Beast in the sheets. Well, the introductions are out of the way, at least. That was easy.
Yeah, that was. We hammered that out.
So
I
now
know.
it gets down to why we're here today.
We're gonna
Brass
keep it pretty generic here today, and we're gonna talk about our E3 predictions for 2015.
E3. I think that's an E3, unless it's backwards and it's like,
E3, son.
just clip that shit back in. Just
Careful, guys. We're throwing up gang signs. We might get in trouble here.
You
we
know
may
what?
get in trouble, but we are a gang,
Represent.
dude. They don't know.
That
Spanning across the
WYT.
Coast to coast.
Oddly enough, WIT is like an acronym for white. So I don't know if that's
White.
ironic to me or not.
White?
Is it a coincidence that we're just the three whitest dudes you've ever seen? I don't know.
Ryan
Maybe.
has yellow lights. We've established this. He's really not that tan.
Yeah,
No, I
he's,
am not.
he's compensating.
Even though I'm in
Yeah.
Arizona, you'll see I'm the only one wearing a jacket.
His skin
Oh,
never
God.
sees the sun.
Never.
Yeah, it's like 98 outside right now. No thanks.
Easily.
No.
It's surprisingly cold over here in that Cali. It's like 70 degrees and kind of cloudy. So
Fucking
yeah.
disappointed. Or you guys just don't celebrate seasons. It's just 70 all year.
Exactly.
Yep. My first
It's
Christmas in
spring.
California, it was 98 degrees, and I nearly cried. I woke up sweating on Christmas Day. Just
Yo,
this is nice.
Yeah, no.
welcome to
glad
the
I'm
Southwest.
I'm used to like Baltimore winters, dude, where we actually get snow and blizzards, and I moved to South Carolina, and it's like 50 in December, which is not. It's not gonna snow at 50. I mean, I know that's
No.
cold for you.
It's not gonna snow. It's just like
No.
whatever.
We get snow like once a year, and it's like half an inch, and they close all the schools. Don't know how to handle it.
People are just driving right off cliffs.
Yeah, pretty much.
I have no idea how vehicles work at this point. Oh shit!
No.
It's okay. Fuck them.
Fucking. Well, I guess where do we want to start? I'm pretty much just gonna talk about Xbox stuff. I don't know. I don't really.
Yeah, that's all I care about, so I'm good.
Yeah, that's all. We're not gonna fake it anymore. We like Xbox stuff.
Yeah.
Is there
As
going to
you
be
can
any
tell.
stuff at E3?
Got a Mountain Dew hat. I got my Gears hat on. Blap.
Years. Blah blah blah.
This shit's like 6 years old.
Dude, it looks good. It looks.
I know, my head hasn't even grown at all. It's
That was
awesome.
the last time they made Gears merchandise, but hopefully not soon. Hopefully we're going to see a heck of a lot more Gears merchandise coming out
Oh
here
yeah,
soon.
they've been teasing us pretty hard about Gears stuff for E3, so we can guarantee we're going to see some new footage from Black Tusk's Gears of War.
Their
And
maiden
then
voyage.
they're going to just probably unleash the whole remaster thing that they've been keeping under wraps.
Yeah, I figured like if it's already if they're gonna start, they've already denied that they've been locking people's consoles. So I think that was just kind of like something the media ran with, and they were just like, no, we didn't. And then the media's still just like, they're bricked. Fucking Microsoft, man.
Xbox is literally
There's no
going to
other
people's houses and shooting their consoles.
Yeah. It's like any chance these big websites get to just shit on the Xbox, they just run it in full force. Chug a Red Bull and then just like, fuck them, I'm typing this article out really hard, and you can hear the keys like...
The ex-CEO of Xbox is a neo-Nazi? Question mark?
Did
I
you
believe it
know?
100%. IGN, Kotaku, Polygon all posted it.
Yeah,
With-
exactly.
With
That's
pictures.
pretty much what happened with that stuff.
Yeah.
But we already know that there's going to be a Gears remake, so hopefully we'll see Gears 4, or maybe the Gears subtitled prequel, sequel of whatever the heck they're going to try to do with it now. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really want to see another Marcus and Dom. Like, that story's already been done. I'd really like
Yeah.
to see just a brand new crew.
Zombie Dom.
I'll just
One
like
of its
crispy
curse.
as fuck.
Just charred it. He didn't actually die. He just has third-degree burns over his entire body.
This burger's well done.
It's just Marcus is pushing Dom around in a wheelchair the entire time.
Live, you bastard!
Please.
Just taking bites out of him.
No, Black Tusk has said they're not going to continue the story. It's going to be basically like a reboot, or it might take place in a different time period. So it's not going to have any of the characters we recognize.
That's fine.
I think that's for
fine
the
by
best,
me. It's a
honestly.
new generation of console. Yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
for the best.
I mean,
Definitely for the
I
best.
love
Just give me
Gears of
beefy
War,
dudes.
but God damn, those characters were bad for the most part.
They were extremely
way.
one-dimensional, and the game
Marcus is D-Rag.
was progressed by just one-liners. But that's what it needs to be, and for another game to have another good set of one-liners, it just needs to be a whole nother crew that they can create
Yeah.
one-sided personalities for again.
Exactly.
You saw what 343 did when they tried to like reinvent the Halo multiplayer with like the bro dude douchebag shit, like fist bumps and high fives and all that stuff. If they just like stick to Gears as being this uber macho just 80s action shooter game with co-op and a multiplayer, that's fine. I don't need the old cast. Just give me a new group of people to love.
I just want 10 new finishers. I want to be able to thumb someone's eyes out.
Like Michael Myers, just
I think that's the number one thing that we need to see return to the Gears franchise is the brutality. With Judgment, there was no
Yeah.
finishers. Like the chainsaw deaths were like just laughably stupid.
Yeah.
And
Judgment was pretty
unfortunately
bad.
to say, even with like Mortal Kombat coming out, a few of those fatalities were kind of good, but also just a good handful of them are. It's just, you know.
Here,
ripped them in
someone's
half.
head's chopped off. Yeah, someone's arms are gone.
yeah.
Our favorite is Reptile. I don't know how he can cleanly split a skull in half every single time.
You know,
yeah, I know
he
we
warms
talked
up the
about
skull by
some, like,
spitting acid on its face.
But that's
We
what
talked
really
about it on a
defined
previous
Gears
podcast.
3 was all of the executions, the different weapon executions, and it really gave a personality to the series.
Yeah, it helped it stand out. It was one of the only kind of I don't want to say single player because it always had multiplayer, but when they added the multiplayer, it didn't feel tacked on. Like the multiplayer in Gears was just so well thought out and
Yeah, that
so
was-
well done that people are still. You can hop on Gears of War 2 right now, and probably
People are-
still find people out there just mowing people down with lancers.
I know with Ryan Anthony and I, that was our main multiplayer game. Like people were playing Call of Duty and Halo, and we were in there just fragging bitches.
We were still sitting there waiting 10 minutes to join matches with Gears.
Oh God.
No lobby
Oh.
system or anything.
Just two-piecing all day. Bata, bata.
Yeah.
Gears,
I don't know,
Gears just
like-
had a different community. Mostly a lot of like you play with a lot of Hispanic players because everyone else was playing Halo. So you get all the weird foreign servers merging with the U.S. servers.
So
Yeah,
unfortunately
you get that a lot.
true.
yeah,
so
like
so laggy.
It was
You-
Left 4
you
Dead
get-
was the same way. Like after a while, when Left 4 Dead was out, all I could group with was like French players. Like I don't know if they were in Canada or what, but like it was just all French, and I had no idea what the hell they were talking about. And they weren't even in the same party. Like they were just French Canadian dudes that just happened to love Left 4
hey,
Dead a little
what's
too
up?
late.
Let's all get together.
Exactly.
Could
Exactly.
be no communication, but we could try this.
Hey, if it works for Splatoon, I mean, fuck it.
No one needs voice chat's dead, Brad. Don't you get
It's
it?
it's a stupid
Nope.
thing, honestly.
People
We
just
should
like
honestly just type out our podcast. We'll just
yeah.
transcribe the whole thing.
I'll record my phone in our Facebook chat, and then we'll just do like a live kind of
And
Facebook
that's
chat.
We just
Live
need in-game
podcast.
emotes for all games now.
Emojis.
Just do Dragon Ball Xenoverse and just give us 50 emotes that we can do, and then that's how we'll communicate.
Well,
Give you
if
the-
they bring out the Gears remaster, are they gonna include all of the multiplayer and stuff in there again? You think, or I don't see why they wouldn't, but with the Halo fuck up.
That's something that they really haven't addressed yet and that's interesting. I hadn't even really thought about that because yeah, it's just going to be the single player that they have, leaked so far. But what kind of multiplayer is going to be in there? Is it only going to be the Gears 1 maps, or are they going to bring in some Gears 2 and some Gears 3?
Yeah, I mean, I would settle for all 3 of the campaigns with co-op, and then just do like one standard multiplayer that has all of the maps from them combined into like
just
one
do
game.
like Gears of War 3's multiplayer with all the maps.
From Gears 2. Yeah.
But they already said they're not doing like a Halo Master Chief Collection remaster. So I don't know if it's just. I think it's just going to be Gears of War 1.
If
Yeah,
it's
it's
Gears
just Gears
1,
of
then
War.
that's just dumb because that's easily the worst of the trilogy.
That,
I mean,
it's
where it all
right
started,
now
but
it's the only one.
Ugh. See, because
Yeah.
I thought the what I had read at Polygon is that it was going to include all 3 of the games,
I would love that. And I would
but
buy
it's
that
still
in a
so
heartbeat.
early.
Yeah.
That's what E3's for, right?
Exactly, for displaying your remasters.
I'd be at the Black Tusk Studio pre-ordering that right now as we were sitting here.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But yeah, it seems like I'm glad a new studio has Gears. It seems like these guys are really excited about the project. So I'm sure we'll see some really cool stuff. We'll see like a truly new Gears of War. They said they're trying to kind of gently piss fans off by doing things differently. So we'll see how it turns out. But
Yeah.
they said you kind of have to do anything new. You're going to have to piss people off.
Well,
Yeah,
generally, I mean, there's always the diehards, and then the game will come out, and there's always 2 groups of people. There's people that complain that the game is just too different, and there's people that are going to complain that it's just too similar, and they don't really do anything different. So
Yeah.
you're bound to piss one half of them off.
It's like the people who are super pissed about Halo having iron sights.
Yeah.
I mean, I get
Thank
it,
you for
but
evolving. God damn you, Halo.
at this point, you can't make a first-person shooter without it. It doesn't work. It's
No.
not having that makes the game feel older than it should.
You need iron sights and you need sprint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just you gotta adapt.
Quit
That's
trying to
just how it is.
defend not sprinting. Who doesn't want to sprint?
Like if you're getting shot at, are you just gonna keep going at the same pace you've been going? No. Here we go.
This is it. This is me maxed out.
Sticky grenades.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, I can see people complaining about the bro fist, but don't complain about sprinting and being able to aim properly.
Oh, Jesus! This is next gen. We need old gen. We want like 2 gen old mechanics in the Halo. Basically, I don't want iron sights. I don't want sprinting. Come on.
You're ruining Halo, you bastards!
Oh God. Ugh.
Jesus.
And then with like, the new Gears, like we haven't seen anything on it. Like they've showed 0 so far. No trailer. No.
When they announced it, they basically had just said they're making Gears, but they hadn't even begun production on the game when they announced that they're making new Gears. So
I imagine they're going to be holding it out for E3 because they need some kind of just really big franchise to smear all over the walls.
just
Yeah,
fucking
Sony goes on
Gears.
last again this year. So I mean, like Sony always has this thing where they just go out there and basically drop the mic. Like last year when everybody thought it was the last Guardian and the last trailer, and everyone's freaking out, and then they see it's Uncharted, and
Okay. Well, Uncharted's going to have like 20 times the facial expressions in The Last of Us, so
Oh my god.
my facial expression will not change. It'll be like,
it'll be this.
Cool. That's pretty sweet.
But yeah, no, Microsoft, they already said they're going to have one brand new IP that they're going to announce. Rare is going to announce a new game
that's not Kinect based.
that's not Kinect based.
Thank God.
Ukulele?
What's up?
Ukulele? Or is
No,
that
that's not the
That's
Nintendo.
the spiritual successor to. It's the team that made Banjo-Kazooie. and they're making their own thing. It's going to come out on multiple consoles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so Rare has its own thing that they're doing. I thought that
Rare's
was
going to
their
announce
project.
a new game.
Yeah,
Oh,
they've
it's
been
pretty
kind of
cool.
fucking it up with Kinect games lately.
I mean,
they
did you guys
did,
look at the Conquer patch for Spark? That just looked embarrassing.
yeah.
It wasn't Rare that did it. It was just like the Project Spark team.
It's not, but it's a rare trademark. It's a rare character. So like, Microsoft bought Rare, and it's just taking all of their IPs and doing nothing.
Nothing with it. Yeah, basically like a terrible Banjo-Kazooie that I don't remember the name of.
Nuts and Bolts?
Nuts and Bolts. Yeah.
Hey, that was fun. That was a
No,
cool
it wasn't.
game.
It wasn't.
It was. It was.
You don't have to lie. It's okay.
I'm not lying. I'm just...
That game was
I'm not
fun
gonna-
when you were building the car, but as soon as you got out and you had to drive the car, you're just like, oh, Jesus Christ,
Son of
what
a
did I get
bitch.
myself into?
This
fucking
car
gummy
could
shit.
fly? Question mark. Yeah, no, I don't know. I like Nuts and Bolts, but I definitely want to see something that's not Connect Sports from
No.
Rare.
I
Yeah.
don't want anything Kinect related since they haven't really done much as far as marketing the Kinect once they kind of separated it from the console. So
Yeah.
I'd like them to steer as clear away from the Kinect as possible for like the future, forever.
Forever.
That'd be nice.
I want Battletoads. That's basically all I want is Battletoads.
Yeah. I would love a Battletoads since you know that they're doing something with it besides
They've
shoving
been
it into
teasing
Shovel
it.
Knight.
It's in Shovel Knight. Phil Spencer wore a Battletoads shirt on stage for one of their presentations.
Yeah.
They renewed the trademark for Battletoads, so something's going to happen with Battletoads.
Yeah.
They're making a
sometime.
Battletoads.
Just give me a 4-player co-op Battletoads brawler, dude, and I'll never get off the Xbox.
God, with
Were
RPG
there 4
mechanics.
toads?
There were 3 and then one was captured, I believe.
Yeah, there are 3 in the original. Zitz, something, and
Warts
Plus
and something.
Stacks.
Because in the Super Nintendo one, there was 3. You got to play as the 2 because one of them was captured.
Oh, well, give them 3,
Okay.
but make it 4-player co-op somehow. I don't like
Add
all
a-
these like
Add
odd
a hot
3D
chick
co-op
toad
games.
with huge tits.
There you go.
There we go. There we go.
Make
Battle
her,
Chode.
make her like the bird, like make her like the weird rooster dude's like long lost granddaughter or some shit.
Dude,
There we go. Add some deep backstory to my Battletoads.
that's what the
Dual
game was
katanas.
missing all along. That and like a stable jet ski level.
No.
Fuck that
Use
level.
the same mechanics as the original. Just remaster that stage.
Exactly, and that's the entire game. It's like Battletoads racing. That's the big joke.
God.
Fucking A, dude, that would that's a
I would-
nightmare. I don't even want to think about that.
Battletoads Racing for Xbox One.
Powered by Kinect. You got to drive it like.
Wah, wah. And you're just shooting violently into walls because it registers wrong.
The Kinect can read the disappointment in my facial expressions and my body temperature.
You had the perfect IP. You could have done anything with it.
You idiot.
What you gave us.
Every time it sees a tear, you get a slight boost in speed.
Yeah, you have to cry at the right moment.
Oh!
This was $60.
And I bought the season pass.
Why?
Why do I hate myself? Oh.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Figured.
But yeah, so I don't know. Rare's gonna have something. I want to see more Quantum Break
yeah, I'd like to see more of Quantum Break.
because that game looks really. The gameplay that they showed last year, like the 10 minutes, looked phenomenal. It looked really damn good. So I want to see some more of that.
That was like 26 or so minutes. Came out a few months ago, and yeah, it was really impressive looking.
Those physics, like the shockwave physics, look so cool.
Yeah, those look nice. All the sweet running back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh god, I hope the cover mechanics aren't bad. I'm just thinking of like every way they could possibly ruin that game.
Well, Max Payne 3 was very smooth. I didn't have a lot of glitching problems going through that one.
I didn't either, but I just didn't like the game.
I thought Max Payne 3 was actually pretty awesome. I was a little iffy because Rockstar was making it, I guess ironically. But it was cool. It had a solid story. The slow-mo was just so over the top. Diving and shooting someone in the face 8 times and just watching their cheeks just fly off. Never gonna.
I really liked that part, and I thought the storytelling was awesome. But when you actually play the game, it just plays so rough, I guess. It reminded me of just playing a linear Grand Theft Auto with no sort of open world.
That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah, but
It
it,
was
it,
a
just, it just
linear
felt super
Grand Theft Auto.
clunky. Without having that open world to kind of draw you away from the downfalls of the game, it was easy for me to look at it and be like, I really just fucking hate playing the game.
That's
I was able to get sucked into the straight line trail that it brought you along because I thought it was very cinematic how you'd have a cutscene and it would kind of just dump you right into playing it.
Oh,
But
yeah,
you
no,
didn't
that
get a
was
whole
awesome.
chance to become uninterested and be like, oh, there's a piece of candy. I'm going to try to go, oh,
Yeah,
an agility
that's-
orb. I need to jump on these 5 buildings and get this shit before I get back to the
Yeah.
story.
No, I'm
That
all for linear
kills me in
games.
all games.
I have nothing against linearity. I just really thought the game played clunky, and I've always had that same thing about Grand Theft Auto. It's the main reason why I've never been a huge fanboy for the series. Like I played a bit of 4, but I own 5 on Xbox, and I've done nothing but install it.
Say it to his
Yeah.
face.
Fuck you, Max.
Tell
That
him
I
you
know.
love him.
Go away! I'm just gonna like cower.
Oh, no, for me, I think Max Payne being so linear was the main reason I was able to play through it. Grand Theft Auto, I will never complete ever. I just like get in a car and drive for hours doing nothing,
Yep.
and then I get to a mission and I'm like, this is boring as shit. I'm just gonna drive here, shoot these 2 guys, drive over here, drop this guy off at his house, and do that for 20 hours, and that's my game.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, but isn't it being made by the Quantum Break, being made by the Alan Wake team?
Exactly, Remedy. And Alan Wake is one of my favorite games. I loved Alan Wake. It seems like it's taking that core mechanic, the gameplay of that, and kind of refining it for next gen. So I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I actually haven't. I've never finished Alan Wake either. Like I probably started that game a good 10, 11 times.
You make me sick.
I don't know. Like
I never
it's
sat down with it.
it's
Do it.
like
Just
it's
do it.
just not what I want out of a horror game. I don't want fucking dodge rolls and perfect timing and everything. It's like I'm playing a Devil May Cry as a shooter that's a horror game. The dude is not believably that agile. He's a fucking writer.
He's a fucking badass writer, probably with the sickest six-pack you've ever seen. So
I know. That's true. I've never seen him outside of like the flannel from American Nightmare or whatever it was called, and
just
his hipster get up.
takes breaks from writing just to lift, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I really do want to play it and sit down with it, but every time I sit down, I'm in the mood to play a horror game, and to me, it's just not.
It's a thriller. It's not a horror
Yeah,
game.
exactly.
It's a thriller.
It's like a
So-
thriller action kind of cinematic experience, and that's just never what I'm in the mood for when I want to play a horror game, and I go to Alan Wake at the wrong time. That's what I chalk it up to.
Yeah.
I don't even have a bad thing to say about the game. It plays great. It's just not what I want. Sozzy.
Salty.
Sozzy Osbourne, bro.
Oh.
Sorry, what do you want me to say? I'm sorry.
No, but I know I'll buy it. Like I'm with there's not a ton of exclusives coming out down the line anyway. This year we have what Halo if it releases on time.
I think that's their overall scheme. Is just if we just don't release any games, then they'll have to buy everything that comes out if we only release one a month.
Hey, that works
Yeah.
for Wii U, right?
Exactly.
That's the only thing
No.
carrying the console is the exclusives.
And amiibos.
Yeah,
And
Jesus.
amiibos. That's I just
Little
I don't
bastards print money.
know. I'll just grab the pile I have over here and just why?
I hate you, Nintendo, and just pour them all over your body.
Just why do I hate money?
I know. All those games you could have bought instead.
Instead, I just have a stupid collection of amiibos.
So for like what, every 4 you can buy a game.
Basically, yeah. Basically, yeah.
How many amiibos do you have?
Right now, not as many. 9.
That's not bad then.
It's not.
Two and a
bad.
quarter games. 2 games and an indie maybe.
Or just 9 indie games.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, there's all that just great looking stuff that's hit Xbox lately, like Toro.
Toro.
Oh yeah.
That
I
$20
can't believe they're
bullfighting
trying to
sim that looks like a game.
$20 for Toro. The graphics
Oh my god.
are the worst I've seen in a long time.
I would say ever, but I don't think it's PS1.
Like,
I mean, not
quality.
ever. There's
It's PS2 at best.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a
PS2
PS2 game ported to-
remaster.
PS2 ported to the Wii.
Yeah.
And
It's
then
just- it's fucking
1080
awful,
for the
dude.
Xbox One. I love how
Getting that
people are
1080
just super
60 frames
pissed
per second.
off and offended by the game.
I don't even see that it has a rating on it, so I don't know if anyone's even bought it.
I've looked at the game several times. There's no ratings on it. No one has ever been streaming it, and there are no clips, like no recorded clips of anyone on upload.
Yeah, I
No
can't
one
even
has
bring
proved
myself
it.
to like message the developer and try to get us a copy for streaming because I don't know, I can't even condone it. Like, it's a fucking bullfighting game. I mean, not only does it just look like complete fucking pickled dog shit asshole, it's just bullfighting.
Nobody cares.
Nobody
It's
cares
good.
about bullfighting, but it's like it's a game where you just stab a bull to death. That's it. Like,
Just what? Might as well have cockfighting or like pit bull fights. The game.
yeah,
But those are
I can't knowingly
bullfighting.
like support the game.
Why? It's a tradition in Spain, bro.
Are
is
you
America.
going to say that you want their culture to die?
Yeah. What do you hate anthropology or what's going on here?
There was actually a petition from like in Spain of 65,000 people that didn't want the game to come out because they're trying to move away from that culture and they just see it bullfighting as barbaric. But I don't know. I'm not
Microsoft was like,
anything.
no,
The game
no,
just
no,
looks
no,
like
guys.
shit.
Microsoft's like, hey Spain, fuck you.
Hey, Spain, there's never been a bullfighting game yet, so we're going to fucking tap that market.
We're
I
gonna
know, and then
charge
we're gonna
$20
just quadruple
for
the
it.
price that you should be paying for it.
And we're gonna make it look
$4.99?
as bad as possible.
Yeah.
It's
We took your guys' favorite game, FIFA 04, and we sculpted it after that.
It even has the story of FIFA
Have
04.
mercy.
God.
You just literally kick knives at the bull. Has the epic like jump
watches the World
dive
Cup.
backflip kick mechanic. That's the finishing knife.
Just wow.
Fucking slow motion.
Pele killing the bull.
God, that's terrible.
Yeah. No, I hope not to see Toro 2 at E3.
I'm hoping it's an Xbox One exclusive. I hope Microsoft really runs with the hype
Powered by
behind
Kinect.
Toro right now.
You have to stand there at your Kinect like,
Just stabbing motions. Waving a flag, and then stab in the side.
I know, sliding under it and just stabbing it in the genitals. Just
Biting
Beat the
it.
dust out of my rugs while playing Toro at the same time with Kinect.
bam. And everything's better with Kinect, as we all know.
Everything is better.
Yeah, it's been established.
I mean, that's just science. You can't fuck with science. You really can't.
No, you can't. What else? What else? I think Microsoft is going to announce a slim Xbox One as well.
Yeah, I could see
I
that
think-
happening. Drop it to
Yeah, I think
$299.
they're going to drop it to $299. They're going to take out the HDMI pass-through for people who don't use it.
Because it
Like
hasn't
me.
proven to really be a big feature.
No.
I have my
Um,
cable plugged into my Xbox, and I don't really use it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say the same thing. I have mine plugged in. The main downfall through my provider is that you can't access any DVR content when you're going through the Xbox. Yours
just blocks it.
So anything on demand or DVR or applications, no go.
That's just
Only
pointless.
watch
But I
live
did
TV.
see they're gonna add the a DVR capability in a
See,
future
that would
patch.
be cool. If they added the DVR, then that would make it worth it. Because it would be like you get a gaming console, a Blu-ray player, and a DVR for like $350.
Yeah.
But like Ryan said, you're still blocking out your on-demand service. And I know when I had Comcast, like that was a big deal. I could I could watch a shitload of TV on demand when I missed it otherwise. But I guess that's what YouTube's for, and Netflix and Hulu. And,
Yeah, I don't do cable.
Yeah, I
you
haven't
have
had
to do is
cable
go
in like
onto
8
the
years.
application. So I mean, if you wanted to watch Comedy Central, you just open up Comedy Central app, you type in your provider, and you can watch anything on there on demand.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Most of the big companies have their own thing that they can go through instead. So that's why it was probably a bad idea for Xbox to invest in that HDMI pass-through. Because another big turnoff from it is if you want to watch TV, you have to have your Xbox on. So there was a lot of times when it would just turn on the TV and it'd be like, it's on HDMI, but I'm not getting any TV. Oh, and also turn on my Xbox One, turn off the game that I was playing, and now turn on TV.
You need to learn to watch TV and snap threes like a pro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's the reason I have an Xbox One is so you can watch TV and play threes.
That's it.
And
Yeah,
if you
it was
snap
never a big
TV,
selling point.
It's only like this little tiny square that's like this big in the corner, and it's like cool. Everything else over here is going on.
It's
But
very
it's like, I can't even see Family Guy. Why am I doing this?
Or you can snap achievements while watching TV, bro. So you can be like, I shouldn't be watching TV. I should be grinding Diablo 3 right now.
It's like
Exactly.
sitting with your hot fucking babe, and you gotta convince her why she should suck your dick. Be like, bitch, look at all these fucking achievements that I got. She's like, I'm trying to watch the movie, and you're like, no, this is way more important. Look at all this fucking achievements.
Look at that number, ho.
I am in the 5 digits.
Jeez.
I'm going for the 6.
Going for the 6. When I hit 6, I'll be a god.
That's just like when you rip your shirt off and it's just like fucking, you have like 12 abs that go like to your throat and it's just, that game
Something
is
I would like to see more from is more from the Smart Glass app. I know something that they haven't really been able to do is be able to pull content from the TV down to the application very smoothly, and that's where a lot of other companies are striving in. Hopefully we'll see some more of that here in the upcoming.
I like the Smart Glass app a lot. I mean, mostly I just use it to see if you're online.
Yeah, same here. I'm not online. No, okay, I'll just go do something else.
But it is cool, like, when I'm at work and a new game comes out, I'll go on the store and I'll, like, pre-download it for my phone. I'll be like, oh, cool. And then that way when I get home, it'll be installed and I can just turn on my Xbox.
But it would be really nice to take some of the Xbox indie games like, like Volgar and be able to play them on your Smart Glass app.
things that are just graphically intensive that would be super annoying on a tablet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm sure with Windows 10, it sounds like they're going to try to start doing more of that. Like integrating, if you have a Surface and a Windows phone, you're going to be able to play games on all of those devices.
Yeah, because I could manage some things using what is this piece of crap? Windows 9? And then no, they're just skipping.
What comes
9,
before
so
10?
8. No, because they're just skipping 9. They're like, no, we don't need that one.
Windows 10.
So with 8, yeah, I could log into Xbox, but it's like, hey, do you want to play some Xbox games? And I'm like, yeah, what do you got? Solitaire.
Achievements.
But you can get achievements, and I'm like, this is garbage. Like, Xbox, Microsoft, what are you doing?
Yeah, but I think you brought up the point before where, like with the tablet, the problem is you can't really do 2 inputs at once for the buttons, which is why the Mario thing wouldn't really work. But I think with games like Volgar, you're probably going to be in the same boat.
Yeah, and that's where we just have to see the technology in the smart screens increasing, because to pick up on what that conversation was, the screens don't work because when you have your buttons over here and you're trying to move with the directions, and you got to play Mario and you got to hold B and also hit A and run at the same time, the screens can't take all these different inputs on the screen, so you'd actually need a controller to be connected to it. Maybe if they were able to sync up the Xbox controller via Bluetooth into the Smart Glass screen, so then you could sit there with your tablet on your lap, just play with your controller still. That would work.
Yeah, because I mean, there's controllers that work for other mobile devices, so I don't see why that would be a problem.
Yeah,
Otherwise, the
PlayStation controller
tablets just evolving.
I mean, this controller has its own proprietary wireless system, so you're not going to really use Bluetooth, and they're not probably not.
PS4 controller can.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I know some tablets have just like a micro USB or something that you could probably hook up into.
Yeah.
I've honestly never tried to plug my USB cord into a computer and play with my Xbox controller, but I'm sure it would work. Xbox 360 controller, you could do that. The wired one, you could just plug it into your computer.
Oh yeah, the Xbox One is the same way. You just have to download the driver. You just need a USB cord for it, and plug it in, download the driver, and you're good to go.
Luckily, I bought an Xbox power supply for my controller, one of those wireless battery packs, and it didn't work. So essentially, I paid $30 for a 10-foot USB cable.
Yep, that's what mine did. Mine, my battery stopped working, I would say, probably in like 3 months. And then after that, it just wouldn't even take a charge.
Mine's been working flawlessly since launch.
But I still love you, Xbox.
I love you. Stop talking about Xbox like that.
We're hugging you, but we're hitting you.
It's aggressive.
Hey,
there's some
at the end of the day, the stuff may be kind of broken, but at least my money's staying in America.
Even though it's made outside of America.
Shut up.
It's processed in China.
When you buy a Nintendo game, none of your money is in America anymore. It's all gone.
You're paying American salaries for the people who work at Nintendo, but that's about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Microsoft, it's an American company, but all our consoles and shit are made in China. So.
Well, yeah, I mean, all electronics are, but.
But still.
I feel like I'm sending the money back home. Back to my boys in Redmond.
Supporting the troops.
That's... Oh Lord, have mercy.
Oh God.
You know what I mean, Bob.
I do. No, honestly, not to sound generic, but I do like supporting our home console. Japan has their thing. Japan has two things. We need at least one. Okay.
Well, 1.5, I guess. Like Nintendo is not a failure if you look at the handheld market and amiibos, but console-wise, this generation isn't really working. So you got the PS4, which counts enough for 2 people.
Yeah, PS4. Yeah, PS4 is winning sales-wise, but hey, last month Xbox One was on top dog.
I know. It's like I felt like we should have confetti, like a little popper or something.
Yeah, we should have got another video. Haha, Xbox sales through the roof.
Yeah! Raise the roof.
And then it sounds like they're on track to beat them again this month. So I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I guess that's what happens when you don't really have any games. I mean, you got Bloodborne, and there's really not much else.
Yeah, they've announced that Uncharted's coming out at some point, but most of their first-party games have been like failures. Little Big Planet 3 was like a pretty big turd.
Yeah.
Killzone, I guess it was okay.
No, it wasn't. It was bad. It was bad, dude. I bought it just to play through it to see what I could play on PS4 and what it looked like, and it was pretty, but the campaign was fucking awful. And I would say by like the 6th or 7th chapter or whatever, I was done. I didn't want anything to do with it.
I just wanted to snap the disc in half.
Yeah, it was pretty, and that's it. It was a tech demo. Same with Knack. Knack looked pretty, but it was.
Yeah, Knack, which looked like one of the coolest PS4 exclusives, was just a turd.
It was a turd, and then we have the Order, which took all of 7 hours to beat and had 0 replay value. So I managed to beat it in 24 hours and get my money back.
Hey, can't go wrong there. It just seems like I feel like Sony's sort of rushing out exclusives just to get them out. Like none of their exclusives have felt, besides stuff like Infamous, Bloodborne, none of the exclusives have felt really whole.
Well, I mean, I hate to be the devil's advocate, but a few of the Microsoft exclusives were just remakes. And
hey, we had Crimson Dragon.
But Microsoft has had some, like Killer Instinct. That was pretty. Even though it's free to play, that was a really solid.
That one was very good. Yeah.
Dead Rising 3 was phenomenal. It's still one of my favorite Xbox One games.
Dead Rising 3 is super good. Forza, I mean, I know not a lot of people are into racing, but Forza's solid. All the Forzas have been amazing.
It was a great RPG. Even if it was like a never-ending tutorial, it was still a lot of fun to play. It was really solid.
Mm-hmm. I guess really the only games I was really disappointed with here were the Halo Master Chief Edition and Sunset Overdrive, but then again I didn't have that high of expectations for Sunset Overdrive.
I wanted to love that game so much.
I wanted to love it too. It was weird. It was too much. It was like playing a third-person brawler shooter while playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and I couldn't handle all of what was going on.
It was just too much all the time.
It was just
really mind
sensory
that.
overload.
I didn't like the multiplayer mode. I really don't give a shit about the tower defense mode that they had in there, and otherwise, like the one-liners and the comedy was super forced. I felt like it was just constantly being spoon-fed, but it's a game that makes fun of its own flaws, but then it just continues to do that. Like, oh look, another fetch quest, and then 6 hours later you've done 30 more fetch quests.
Yeah, you just did nothing that you did felt like it really had an impact.
No,
when you were in the multiplayer, you'd play 20 minutes and you'd get like $20. It's like, cool, I didn't earn anything for doing that, or any experience points or anything. And you jump back into the single player, and you had your story missions you were going through. But the actual game and play itself, when you kind of sat down and played it, it was really fun. But you couldn't do it for more than like an hour, and then you'd just be done.
Exactly. Yeah. Every time I sat down and played, it was like an hour max. Before I was just like, wow, this is too much. It
took me a week to put like 6 hours into the game.
I never beat it, and I won't.
I never beat it too. I got to the very end, and I just stopped playing it.
I put like 15 hours into it, and then I eventually just traded
it so I could get more space to.
But I at least applaud Microsoft for like making new IPs and trying new things.
Yeah, it was well received. It got good reviews, and the locomotion was great. It played great. It just the flaws were just way too fucking glaring to overlook to make the game even remotely enjoyable for me.
Yeah.
Hopefully Crackdown will be able to fill in that void.
Yes.
Oh, Crackdown.
Please,
Crackdown
Jesus.
2, which was pretty basic, was an amazing game. Like multiplayer-wise, that was so damn good. Just you and your bros just flipping cars and destroying cities.
I'm ready to get
Yeah.
agility orbs. I'm
Yeah,
ready to scour all of
I'm
the building
so
tops.
ready. Just give me double the agility orbs. I don't care. I will hunt down every single one of them.
Yeah,
the really
that's
cool
definitely what I'm excited for.
Promoting with Crackdown is, of course, with the cloud. So everything that you do all the time is going to be impactful to the world.
Yeah, they need to.
For everyone else or
run
just
with
for
that.
yours?
They,
It's going to be like on like a cloud server basis, you know. So there'll probably be like the different servers, and then there'll be the factions that go through those servers. So as you're playing, you can make influences, but then when you hop offline and come back the next day, your clan could have failed.
Mm.
So it'll be more of like an MMO, always online.
Yeah, no, that sounds really cool. Some sort of multiplayer game that's just not a shooter
yeah,
or Destiny or Diablo.
a third-person superhero simulator.
Yeah.
Come on, guys! The
Superhero
House of
cop.
Wolves is coming out on Tuesday. Are you ready?
I'm ready to
to-
raid. Oh wait.
Ready to give Paul shit for playing that fucking terrible game. Ready to give anyone shit who's still playing Destiny.
It's still installed on my hard drive.
I'll pop it on and I'll stream it so that you guys can all see how shit it is without having to be able to watch it.
Just
I
don't.
honestly,
I'm
like,
sure I'll
I-
beat the whole fucking thing in an hour, and I'll be
I had fun
under an
playing
hour. I'll
to
be
the
looking
game
for something
with
else to
other
do.
people.
Like, well,
I had
that
fun
was
playing
20
with
minutes.
other people. It just the end of it was just super annoying. I think I grinded out enough to get like 2 pieces of gear, and I can't do this.
That's yeah. You get to the end, you're like the actual level progression when you're gaining levels. That's fine. That's fun. Then you get to the end, you have to do this light bullshit, and then the game just turns into a fucking horrible grind.
And it's not only that; it's you just don't have
Like-
options when it comes to like gear pieces. Your whole point is to stack light to get a higher level. Where it's like if you play a Sunsinger Warlock and you prefer like discipline and strength or whatever, but you kind of have to sacrifice one of those stats when you get a piece of gear because it's got a higher light level. You don't really have that customization in Destiny. It's all about packing on one set of gear and then just grinding your ass off for minimal rewards.
It's terrible. It's a terrible mechanic, and I hate it.
It was not well thought out at all. No.
I put 150 hours in that game. I
I
never
don't
hated a game so much.
don't want to mention how many hours I put in that game.
I'll pull it up right now.
Please don't.
I know how much you have. It's disgusting. It was 300 hours long ago.
Exactly.
No, I mean I'm criminal to that too. There are certain games that I've put hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of hours into that I'm kind of embarrassed about, but shit happens. We all have our vices.
It was fun. It was fun until you realize that it
The grind
just keeps
fast.
you from playing. The whole purpose of the game is to add artificial length by restricting what you can do. Like, okay, you can only do this once a day. You can only collect so many of these in a day. You can only do the strike once a week. It was just the game itself was so short and shallow that they had to come up with all these ways to keep you from beating it fast.
Yeah, and then they progression lock your gear by making you gain even more reputation with the Vanguard, and it was a nightmare.
Like if I buy a game,
It's like,
I want to
I'm
be able
interested
to
in
play
this
it. I don't
game.
want. Yeah, it's exactly what you said, Miles. It's a game that as soon as you pop it in, it's trying to make you stop playing it.
Exactly. It's make another character if you want to do all the same bullshit twice in a day.
No.
You've been playing too long. You better turn it off now. It's like trying to.
It's like a
babysit on
second
your own
job that you have
playtime.
to pay to go into work for.
Yeah, it's. You guys know how I feel about Destiny.
Oh yeah,
It's not positive.
I know how you feel. I'll see you there on Tuesday.
Oh God. Why is the expansion pass so expensive?
I stupidly pre-ordered both of them back in like December or whenever the hell the other ones
When you
came
had
out.
faith in the game.
Yeah, back when I had faith in the game, and then as soon as the first DLC came out, before it came out, I ashamedly had like everything, and then that second raid came through. It's just a nightmare, and by 2 weeks I was done playing it, and I haven't touched it since. So I'm gonna pick it up, and everyone's gonna have been playing it for 3 months. And they're like, "Yeah, I'm light level 32," and I'm gonna be like, "Bye, bye, bye." Okay, now I'm light level 33.
That's how it was for me. I remember you were way ahead of me, because I didn't feel like farming all the bullshit. And then the expansion came out, and I was able to just buy all the gear to catch up. I was like, okay,
That's
cool.
why I stopped playing. It was so disheartening. All those hours and nights and random fucking shit that I did to buy all this shit, and all you had to do was pay 15.
It was for nothing.
Have you played an MMO before, though? I mean, like that's normal for an MMO, though.
It is, but once
Destiny is
you
not
actually
an
get
MMO.
to that raid in that dungeon, like in Warcraft, it's like you're guaranteed that somebody's going to get something good.
Yeah.
And everyone, you're guaranteed someone's going to get something good. In Destiny, it's never a guarantee that anybody's going to get anything.
Well,
And-
it kind of gets that way in WoW too. I mean, if you do a 10-man raid, bosses are only going to drop 2 or 3 pieces of loot, and there's always a chance that rogues are the only ones that are going to use daggers, and if you don't have a rogue in the raid and the dagger drops, it gets vended.
Yeah.
The nature
And I've
of
heard that they've taken strides to increase the drop rates for a lot of the really rare shit. But, and then it comes back to what you were saying, too, where there's only 3 stats in the game. You want to
Yeah.
make sure that you have an equal balance. You finally get those raid boots that you've been wanting, and they're not the right stats. And you're like,
Yay.
well,
But they're adding reforging in, so you can, re-roll the stats, but judging by how much everything else costs in the damn game, it's not going to be pleasant. I mean, I know how much money I've wasted in Diablo just trying to re-roll stats off of gear to make it work.
yeah,
That's a fucking nightmare. I have no interest in ever doing that in Destiny.
exactly.
Our podcasts always come back to Destiny.
No
matter
it's
what.
true.
There's just
One
a
person brings it
15-minute
up. You brought it up,
conversation
man.
One person will always bring it up.
Miles brought it up, so it's all you. It's your fault.
No, actually, I think I brought it up.
You brought it up.
Yeah,
That was Ryan.
I brought it up.
I will never bring it up ever.
I was
will
like,
light
so
him
you
on
guys
fire.
ready? Are you ready?
House of Wolves. Yeah, no.
No. Are you guys excited for Fable Legends? Do either of you
Nope.
care about that? Okay, you're a jerk. That's fine.
I'll play it because it's free, but I'm not really interested in it. I don't really care about the 4 versus 1 concept. I mean, that's why I never bought Evolve.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly haven't even looked at a single thing on the Fable Legends, so.
It's
Wow,
going to
give
have
us a
character
program.
like unlocking like League of Legends, and that's immediately a turnoff. So
Yeah, I kind of like that. If they actually add like a expansive roster of characters, that could be pretty cool. I like the idea of kind of like the Dungeons and Dragons. One person's like the dungeon master throwing out minions, and then the other 4 players are like going through this. I don't know if it's randomly generated or how they're going to do the maps, but they're going to have to find some way to make some sort of replayability to keep it from getting repetitive.
yeah,
Well, if it's going to be a free game that everyone's going to be able to enjoy and you can just buy the heroes, I think it'll be a really great party game that you can play where you just take whoever is your least strongest link in the team and be like, okay, cool, you get to have the superpowers like, like the new Mario Party with the Bowser mode where, one person just gets to rain shit on the team while they frantically try to scurry away, but it's never going to happen.
So
I mean, play. It's free.
Yeah,
but I don't really
I love
have hopes
Fable's
for it.
controls. I love like the combat of Fable. So I'm excited to see that in multiplayer, a multiplayer form. Any 4-player RPG has me pretty excited. So there hasn't really been a lot of 4-player RPGs, especially on the Xbox One. So I think in terms of co-op, that'll be really big,
Yeah, because your only other option at this point right now is Diablo.
basically, or Destiny if you want 3-player co-op.
Which I don't know why people want that.
And it'd be a great tabletop alternative for people where if they started adding different expansion packs and things like that, you could have certain scenarios and it could be a truly customizable experience.
Yeah, and it sounds like they're committed to making this last a really long time. So I'm excited to see. I hope they show some more of that at E3 this year because that's supposed to come out this holiday season.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, because they showed some of it last year. I mean, the gameplay looks really cool. The character models look really cool. But to me, it's like what I was always drawn into Fable is the choice and consequence of your actions and everything, and that's just kind of gone in this, I believe. Where now it is just a 4-player co-op versus 1 dungeon master multiplayer kind of experience.
I think it'd be pretty fun if they kept the choice and consequence just within that scenario. So each campaign that you play is going to have some consequence. But that was one of the main reasons that I was really turned off of Fable 3 was the beginning of the game when you don't have any consequences for your actions is really fun. Then as soon as you have to decide what the fuck to do and you have to be a bad guy to make people love you, I was like, God, this is so disheartening. I don't want to play this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fable
I'm
3 was
hoping-
kind of a bad end for the series. No
It
good.
was okay. It was.
Yeah,
I
okay
don't
is a good
know.
way to sum it up.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't the finale everyone was hoping for.
Especially after the
Um,
2 is just like a fucking masterpiece.
yeah, people just love to. The first one's still my favorite, but
The first
I
one was
think
great until I played Anniversary, and then I remembered why.
I mean, it's
Fable is
old,
always just
sure.
famous for not meeting on their promises. They always deliver low and expect even lower.
It's because they always like hype up all this ridiculous shit that they're gonna put in the game, and then it comes out and like half the stuff they promised is not there.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, this could have been really cool, but
So are you going to patch it in later, Peter? And he's like, no. Why would I do that? I'll just make
I
a
don't
big
even
game.
like you guys. Why am I gonna do anything for you?
I don't even
Yeah.
like video games.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously I hope it does well. I hope it's fun. I'll definitely get it because it's free. Some reason I'll get Smite. I'm not a big MOBA guy, but it's free and it's multiplayer, so I know I'll get it.
Everyone
But
becomes a
I'm
MOBA
not just
guy.
jonesing for it. I would
Smite's
prefer a more traditional Fable.
But you don't have to get Happy Wars just because it's free.
Yeah, I did. I downloaded it, but I haven't touched it. I played it on 360, and I think that's as much as I can handle.
I booted it up and I got it a day early, I guess. And it was like, hey, you could be a premium member now for like a week because you realized that you could download it early. And I was like, sweet, I'm totally going to get into this again. And after 2 matches, I instantly was just turned off by the game again. I was like, ooh, it's all pretty and it's in high definition. And everybody is pay to win.
Oh Lord.
All right, well, this isn't fun.
Yeah. Does Air Mech Arena work the same way? Like, does that actually have microtransactions? I saw that came out a few days ago.
It does. Basically,
tried
you have to level up in the game by playing matches, and then you can use resources you collect in-game to buy new unit types. Or you
Unit
can do
types
like
to spawn on your map, or like unit types to control yourself.
unit types to spawn. Like you get a basic set when you start the game, but then there's like upgraded like cannons and tanks and vehicles, and you have to like level up your rank and then buy those. So you can level up and use your in-game currency, or you can pay like real money, tokens or whatever they use to just buy them.
Yeah, it didn't look fun. I saw somebody stream it, and it looks like just another RTS that I'm not going to enjoy. But you also
Yeah.
get to control like a ship in kind of like a shoot 'em up kind of way to go around the map. And
It looks, very mediocre, very generic. Nothing you haven't
Hey,
seen
but I mean, if you
before.
like RTS, that's pretty much your only option on an Xbox. So
Yeah.
there you go, you got
So-
one.
yeah, you got
I'm
that,
sure
and you
it's-
got like defense grid, I think. But I think that's more.
No, that was like a
defense.
tower defense.
Tower
You
defense.
just kind of walk towards your tower, and you got to make sure they don't bust through.
That doesn't sound fun either.
No, I downloaded it when it was one of the free games, I think, and played it for 10 minutes once, and that was enough.
Original when it was free on 360, and I played it for 10 minutes and turned it off. I got the Xbox One. I was like, "There's a sequel,
Oh,
awesome! Not gonna
That
touch
next gen
that."
experience.
Oh God, Jesus.
I don't really know what else to expect from Microsoft. I don't know if they're going to announce the season 3 of Killer Instinct so early when they still have another character set to come out for season 2.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll talk much about that. I'm really excited to see what their new IP is. I want to see some more for like Phantom Dust as well.
Yeah, since they
They committed
kind of shelved the other studio.
Yeah, I mean, I watched they revealed the gameplay, like their test that they basically the video they submitted to Microsoft to say, hey, the game's basically done, and then the next day Microsoft's like, we're not working with them.
It was obviously shit. Sorry.
It was, but honestly, it looked cool. Like, I mean, it didn't look as good as it should, but the physics were really cool. Like the move, watching the character animations and physics for the spells and attacks looked really cool.
Oh yeah, and the environmental destruction looked really neat too.
Yeah, like full walls and pillars were exploding, but
Yeah.
the third-person
Hopefully it doesn't
controls
feel-
look really dated. They said they're committed. I'm sure they'll find a new team to bust through it.
Give it
They
the
might-
polish he deserves.
Yeah, they might use what they have and try to hammer some fucking game out.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm excited to see what their new IP is because
Yeah, I don't even know what to expect.
generation specifically, they've been really good about trying new things and trying to make kind of like the original Xbox. That's why I love the original Xbox so much. Is the IPs that they had on that, the first party IPs were really cool and different when they came out.
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff they were pushing out was stuff you hadn't seen before.
Especially if you were never a PC gamer. Like that was the first time I got to play Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2, Jade Empire.
Yeah. So it'll be exciting to see what they do. What other stuff? There's stuff. Tomb Raider. I'm sure we'll see some Tomb Raider action.
Yeah, well, they're definitely going to show some Tomb Raider. That'd
Maybe
be
we'll see
stupid
some
not
Star
to.
Wars Battlefront.
Oh, I hope
gameplay.
we see some Battlefront. Oh my god, such a huge boner for that game. Such a hard-on. That game better not disappoint. That better not be a Battlefield 4, or I'll just lose faith in all mankind.
Yeah, they did say Battlefield 4 DLC was going to be free from this point forward. Well, the new stuff that they're still even they're supposed to bring out like a new game mode, new guns and stuff. I don't know.
I'm glad they're doing that because I mean they know. They've even addressed it when they're talking about Battlefront. They know Battlefield 4 was the total fuck up. Like they're not trying to deny the fact that it was broken and they should have waited and fixed it before they released it. But at least they are trying to compensate, giving you free DLC. Nobody's gonna play it at this point.
Yeah, I know.
No one plays Battlefield 4 anymore. But I don't know. Maybe people will when it's not broken and there's more free stuff.
Perhaps.
No, everyone has already bought Hardline if they want to play Battlefield. So
Exactly. Hardline runs better.
They're
It's
two
not
drastically different multiplayer experiences, though. I think they're not just reskins. So
Yeah.
I'm sure there's still a crowd of people that have gone back to Battlefield once they realize they just don't like the cops and robbers aspect of Hardline. So it's
No, I mean,
something.
Battlefield 4 was a great game. When it worked, it was so damn fun. But
That was just such a rarity.
yeah,
I did enjoy playing on the opposite team from you guys. I mean, that was fun.
yeah, when we party up and then me and Anthony are on one team and then you were on the other team.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
God.
I think like Ubisoft did the same thing when they released the Assassin's Creed Syndicate video, and they were basically apologizing for how Unity was just such a clusterfuck. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to really make anyone have more faith in Ubisoft for the new Assassin's Creed. But
I think a lot of these developers are realizing that they can't just push these games out when they're broken, when they're not ready to launch. You're seeing more developers delay, like even really big releases, they're delaying.
yeah,
To
which
try
is
to
good.
get
It's
it
for the
to do
best.
so. Because when they release them too early like that, and then have us, they're like, "Oh, the consumer will just buy it, and then we just patch it in a few months later." It's just a terrible experience. And after 2 weeks, they just trade it back to GameStop, and then
Yeah.
they don't have anybody else to actually play their game anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're gonna buy it and tell your friends, don't buy it, it's broken. It's
Yeah.
not. You're not doing yourself any favors by releasing it early. You're not creating more hype or momentum by releasing it early. You're just pissing a lot of people off.
Well, what they're trying to do, they're basically just capitalizing on the broken system of pre-orders, where they just shove this stuff down your throat, and for $5 you get extra crap that is worth dick when you play the game.
Yeah.
But all those people have already committed to buying that game, so they might as well just release it, and ahead of time, and then just fix it over time. It's not going to win them any awards or anything, but they obviously a publisher's only concern is the bottom line.
And it permanently damages the reputation of the game. You have people who think that Assassin's Creed Unity and Halo Master Chief Collection still are like unplayable, completely broken messes of games, and just won't buy it. I mean, Halo's I haven't tried because I sold it because it was a piece of shit for 6 months. But
I still have mine, and no, it still does not work very well.
yeah,
Is the online co-op still laggy as hell for the campaigns?
Yeah, we tried it like a few months ago, and we tried to boot up the Halo 3 multiplayer, and just the first cutscenes were just like,
Halo 3 has the worst lag. We did 4-player for that on Legendary and did like 6 or 7 chapters on it, and it was like running around on marshmallows and clouds. It's very
Not even the host had a good connection. Usually the host would be okay, but no.
Yeah,
nothing.
that was the biggest disappointment. That's all I wanted to do was co-op the campaigns, and that was the most broken part of that fucking game.
Yeah.
So
it was
that was
quite broken.
that broke my heart because that should have been like the greatest remaster collection ever made. But
I didn't know what you guys were talking about because we were just playing through it locally, split screen, and we
you're
smoked
like, this is
through one, and
perfect. Like, what
almost
are you
like,
guys
this is
talking about?
fine. What the hell? What's your problem? And then we hop online with other people for 3, and it's nightmare fuel. It's not good.
It's-
Not
you just wanna
good.
Thumb your own eyes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Yeah.
what else to expect from Microsoft though. Like even with a new IP, like where they would even go. Like what is the Xbox One lacking right now? Like a solid 3D platformer, I would say. We
Oh,
don't have one.
Scalebound. I want to see some Scalebound action.
Yes.
Because there's
Yeah.
what was the infamous quote the producer said? It's going to be the game of all time. Is
Yeah,
what
it
he
could be the
said.
game of all time.
Which is, how do you
I
say
don't
that?
know.
You
Like,
have to have some big old brass balls or some serious confidence to say something like that nowadays.
it's
I like
like
Platinum though,
Microsoft
so
trying to grab the Monster Hunter Japanese market and being like, "Come on, don't you finally want to buy an Xbox? Like, it's Monster Hunter. Come on."
there's
And
a thousand of you out there.
if it plays like Dragon's Dogma Monster Hunter, I'm in. I'm all
Yeah,
about it.
I'm
I'll be
going all
putting
in on that one,
thousands of
dude.
hours into it.
I'm going all in. I mean, it's Platinum. It's going to be fun. The
Platinum.
gameplay at least is going to be fun. But if they add in, like they already said something where you could fly around on dragons and tame dragons to fight with or something,
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
that'd be awesome.
that would be awesome.
and Microsoft, Microsoft's just throwing money at Platinum. They need like huge IPs, and Microsoft, especially now that Windows 10's doing well and they have a lot of money to throw around, they're investing a lot, specifically in the games division. So I don't know. I'm expecting something really cool.
Yeah, I forgot Scalebound was even announced because we haven't seen really anything but a trailer on it since it was announced almost a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what E3
So
was about
hopefully they
last
have
year. Was just
gameplay this year.
getting the idea out that these games are coming, and I think this year we'll start to see some of those games coming together.
Yeah, yeah, because I'm not sure even what they could announce at this point that's an exclusive that they haven't already announced. Like I don't really know what to expect
They're
besides
just
the
going to
usual stuff.
blow our mind. They're going to show more of their one MOBA, that MOBA exclusive. I forget what it's called. That looks kind of cool, like the cartoony looking MOBA.
I can't remember the name of it.
I can't remember the name of it either, but
The one
I
from
mean,
Gearbox?
is it from Gearbox?
I
It's
know
like
they're making a MOBA.
the first like video they showed was like that chameleon character. You guys
Oh.
remember that?
No, I'm
Mhm.
thinking something different.
Okay. Everybody's making a MOBA. There's going to be 1,000 MOBAs out by the end of the year.
Yeah, Gearbox, their new game is like a MOBA, like almost kind of like another like TF2 type kind of game. It'll be like a first-person shooter arena.
Oh,
outside of-
yeah. I know what you're talking
They
about.
haven't talked about that game in a
Borderlands.
long time though.
Yeah.
It looks like Overwatch from Blizzard, really.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't trust Gearbox anymore. If it's not Borderlands, I don't really care what they're doing.
Yeah.
Because they've
That's
made
true.
Duke Nukem, Alien Isolation, any like infamously terrible game that's come out in the last 10 years, Gearbox has been
Gearbox.
attached to it. And that's
I had forgotten that, and that is true, my friend.
Brothers in
Yes,
Arms.
Unless it's Borderlands, it's not good.
Yeah, and even Borderlands, like if it wasn't cell shaded, it'd be pretty bad. Like because Borderlands doesn't control exceptionally well.
No, the
It's
gunplay's
a
not
comedy.
always solid. It's the comedy really and the characters that kind of draw me into Borderlands.
Exactly.
First time you play it, it's hilarious and it's really fun. But if you have to go through it 2 or 3 times, oh, those jokes are not funny again.
Yeah, we picked up the Handsome Collection on Xbox, and we've gone through. This is like the fourth time I bought Borderlands 2 on a different console, and just going through the first 10 hours of the game again is just like.
That's pulling your hair out.
Explosions.
Yeah.
It's just, but I mean, it's still hilarious, and I never played the pre-sequel, so I'm looking forward to that. But I'll always buy Borderlands. It's just a series I've always liked.
Yeah,
But I agree, once you go through it 2 or 3 times, that's lost its appeal.
Like with the new one, I'd be interested on wanting to hear like the jokes and the story and kind of see what's going along with it. But I don't know. I just wouldn't be interested in the gameplay again. It just seems like they just
needs an
rehashed
overhaul.
it so many times.
Yeah, I need something drastically different from like the next Borderlands 3 or whatever they plan on doing. Cause
But they're even trying because they're just like, it's so goddamn over the top. How could you say it needs an overhaul?
Yeah, like the way that they marketed Borderlands 2 in the pre-sequel is just like, we have so much shit going on, and you need it. It's bright lights, it's fast, it's funny, and it
fucking
sucks.
dubstep trailer.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. What is it? The Crytek 4-player game that's kind of like Left 4 Dead Gilded, I think it's called.
Oh, the one that's all like gothic themed with like your place.
Yeah, like vampires and stuff.
Oh yeah, I need to see more of that.
That could be
That would be cool. And I usually don't get excited about Crytek anything.
Crytek's shit always looks good, but it's always it's not bad. It's just not better than anything else.
No, like I enjoyed
They
Rise
say
for what
it's
it was,
better
but
than
I hated
everything
the
else.
Crisis series.
They always say they're so much better than everything else, but at the end of the day, it's like, no, this is just Gears of War with jetpacks.
Yeah. It wishes it was Gears of War with jetpacks.
We could only be so lucky. Like the original Crisis was fun. I loved the open world part of it, but Crisis 2 and 3 were just not good games.
I remember the
Even
first one
Rise
I
had
played
its
was
flaws.
Rise would have been amazing if they used like more than 5 character models.
Yeah,
be
or they
fair.
overused the Needle Shield guy. If they did one or the other.
Just only him. They just changed his hair color every time to like
Yeah.
pink, purple, green, and that was like a new character.
Just take the Double Dragon way of doing it. That's all you got to do. Palette swap the colors, and you're good.
That's a new that's a new enemy.
Toss a goat head on him, give him an axe. Totally new enemy.
Oh Lord. I really liked Rise, but Jesus.
We did twice.
Yeah, beat it twice at least. Started a third playthrough, and I was like, why am I doing this?
There are other games out now. I should be playing something else. At launch, it was just like
something better.
I just juggle between Rise and Dead Rising 3. Occasionally
Exactly. I was
Forza.
like, I'm gonna get all the achievements for both these games because that's all
Nope.
I have.
Nope. So I don't know what else is going on at E3.
I don't know. I mean, Xbox is all I really care about. PlayStation, I don't know. I want to see new exclusives from them just so I have something to like talk about for PS4. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
I don't. I mean, I get that the console's more powerful. I get that, but I don't understand why everyone has such a boner for it.
because that's what the gaming sites are telling them is the better console. It's not even cheaper anymore. But people just see that thing. Not everyone's a hardcore gamer.
And a lot of people
You know?
are really cheap, and they don't want to pay for Xbox Live.
Well, you basically have
to
to
pay for
play
PSN
for
and PS4.
Yeah, like if you want to play online for most games now, you have to have their PS Plus membership.
Yeah.
But they don't
And it is-
realize that. They're still just like, no, but it's online for free. And I'm like, but it's not.
It's not. It's
Like, you can watch Netflix and Hulu for free on Xbox now. You don't have to have gold.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
it
whenever
seems
I
a while ago.
wanted to play a game online with friends, all my friends online played Xbox anyway.
yeah, that's how it is.
I mostly played all my PS3 games last generation because I was out of hard drive space on my 360.
That's because you had what, the 20 gig
The 20 gig launch
for the
console.
longest time.
The way I usually looked at it was, if you wanted to play with people online, get an Xbox. If you wanted to play just by yourself, you wanted to play like RPG games, yeah, PlayStation would probably be better. But with the PS4, they don't even have RPG games. Like, PS3 hasn't had RPG games. If you want an RPG games, go buy a PSP or a 3DS.
No, I mean, they always get a big slew of JRPGs. You're always going to get your Tales series. You're going to get Persona.
But now they're,
You're
they're
going to
not
get
console
the other
exclusive.
crappy stuff. No.
You know, like a
Yeah,
lot
they're
of
not
the
getting
Tales
any
games, they came out on
exclusive
both. Like last Tales game came out on 360.
No, the last
Yeah. You get a lot of really, really
two Tales games
obscure...
came out on PS3. 360 Vesperia.
Yeah, Tales of Vesperia or something.
Final
But
they had,
still,
like, Tales
are
of
we
Vesperia.
playing those? Do we care about that?
No,
No.
no, not at all.
No.
It's
not
a
at all.
really niche market, and well, you can't get justified. I'm gonna get a PS4 so I can play the Tales series.
If I want an RPG, I want it to be online, like Dragon's Dogma
Yeah.
Online, which I guess will be scale-bound for us.
Which will be but
But I guess that's like what separates the player bases, though. Like if you're super into JRPGs or whatever, I mean, that's fine. I'm not gonna judge you.
Well, no.
I will.
Vagina.
Yeah,
No, I mean,
but like
I
they got 23,000 consoles, but the software is selling the same. So like you have double the amount of people that own a PS4, and then half of them are buying games.
yeah, it's because there's not much to buy. I mean, they get all their shit for free. I literally can't comprehend how PlayStation Plus makes Sony any money. They're like, here's like 8 free games every month.
Yeah.
With
How do they
cross-buy.
make money? Like, are publishers getting like a cent every download? Like, here, let us give your game away for free. We'll give you a penny every time it's downloaded. Like, how does that model make money? It doesn't make sense. That's what I want to know. I
Out of
want
the
to
business.
see the logistics of it and be like, okay, we're going to give out 8 free games every month, and they're going to be brand new games, and we're going to try to make money this way.
Well, I mean, Xbox is doing the same thing. Like, we don't see it a lot because, I mean, we don't turn on our 360s anymore, but there's like full $60 games that are coming out twice a month on Xbox. My buddy who has a PlayStation, and I check it out here, like, I'm always like, oh, what's that game for free? Like, what's that game for free? And he's like, oh, it's, it's this thing, and it sucks, or it's this one, but it's only on PS Vita, or only this one on PSP. And I'm like, what are the ones for PS3? And he's like, well, only these ones, and then only these ones are on PS4. So yeah, they get 8 games, but it's like 2 per of their 4 consoles that nobody wants to have.
Yeah, they don't do PSP freebies anymore. It's strictly just Vita, PS3, and PS4. And then I know the last few months that I had my PS4, of the 8 games that they would give out, or like the 7 games they would give out, I would say at least 4 or 5 of them are supported by cross-buy. So even though they're not advertised as being a PS4 freebie, like if you get the game for Vita, you can download it on PSN and you can play it on your PS4.
Okay.
So I mean, you do get like at least 4 or 5 games. Most of them are like brand new, just released games.
That is
so
true. And a lot of them were,
PlayStation Plus value is like, I will never argue with that.
Naruto's Awakening or whatever. I didn't want to buy it because it looked really dumb on the Xbox One, but
I was hoping that'd be one of the games with gold.
Yeah, they get that for free. No.
That's a free PlayStation game.
Yeah, that and Tower of Guns and like 3 other games you could play on PS4 this month. And we get Pool.
Yeah, I'm hoping Microsoft steps it up and starts.
Hey, Brad, we got Castle Storm. Okay.
Castle Definitive Edition.
We did. Yeah, you got the remaster of like what, a 5-year-old game.
Me and Mel still don't understand how Castle Storm works. Like
we kind of have fun.
Gold, but you can't spend the gold on anything that you actually are playing the game with. Like I don't get it.
I'm done.
I put 30 minutes in, and that was it for me.
I guess in all fairness, we never really gave it a chance.
We did the co-op mode, which is probably just like a shell of the game, like barely anything. Right?
Never even turned on the single player. You probably have to play the first mission to even start earning anything, and we've just completely.
Even the first tutorial mission. The first tutorial mission is just—it's not even fun. I don't remember it being voice acted. So it's just these caricatures and these text bubbles, and it's supposed to be funny, haha. And then it plays like Angry Birds, basically. You get different ballistic ammunition to try to break a castle, and it's occasionally spawn dudes.
Angry Birds meets tanks.
Exactly. Yeah. And that is in no way fun to me. So this was a total bust for me because I even tried Pool last month just to get achievements, and it's so broken. Achievements don't pop, and the online sucked. And
I didn't even download the fucking Pool game.
I didn't get the Pool. That was the first one I skipped over. I was like, I don't even want this on my console.
Even for free, I'm not going to touch it.
I looked it up on the Game Hub. I checked it out on the Game Hub, and I looked at the achievement list, and they seemed
pretty
relatively simple. I'll do anything for points.
You're an achievement whore?
I can't help it. It's in my blood.
It's who I am.
Why
don't you love me?
Oh, God, I don't know. So how long do we have to E3? Microsoft's presentation's on June 15th, so we got about a month.
I'm ready. My body's ready. My stash is ready.
No, it's not.
Well, I guess, I don't know, we probably should start wrapping it up, you think? Anything else?
Yeah, it's been it's been a little over an hour. I think everyone's sick of looking at us.
Yeah. I don't know if they are. They're probably sick of hearing us.
Probably, not next time.
Look at us a little longer.
Not next time.
No, don't end it so soon. You're just getting to know each other.
They're still over there like... And
for a straight hour. I can't even imagine.
Like I said in the beginning, I hope you were fapping this whole time.
Just hands are bloody, dicks bloody.
What's your tag? Fapcast.
Fapcast. We just sit here and smile, and you just jerk off for an hour.
Yeah. You guys should go celebrate by visiting our merch link on our website and buying the Fap Out shirt.
Oh yes, we have Fap Out shirts. Oh damn, I forgot about
that. Nice segue.
Nice segue. Yeah, we do. We don't advertise it at all, but we do have merchandise if anyone cares to support our nonsense. That's a good way to do so.
And if you see any of our stuff that you think would be funny to put on a t-shirt, let us know and we'll slap it on there and sell it directly to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to work on a pickled dog shit logo shirt.
We do. We need a pickled dog shit.
Pickle juice and a turd. We're good.
Pickled dog shit. Little WYT logo in the corner of the jar. Bam.
Yeah.
Printing money.
I'll start on that as soon as we're done.
It'll be live before the podcast is given up.
Pickle dog shit shirts sold now. But yeah, you can follow us. We have a Twitter at What's Your Tag. We have a Facebook, What's Your Tag. What else do we have social media wise? The YouTube channel, which you'll be seeing this via. So.
Facebook, Twitter, Twitch.
Oh yeah, Twitch. We have the Twitch thing. My God, we're all over the place.
We're all over the place, but we haven't caved into like Instagram and Pinterest.
I have an Instagram, but it's just personal, just dick pics.
That's it.
So.
Sharp plays.
Private message me for that info. Oh God! All right, guys. Well, do we want to sing anything before we shut this down, or?
Give us a serenading tune.
Do you know any Danzig?
I know one Danzig song.
So does everyone
you know
else.
which one it is.
Something in there sounds like he says Alabama Wedding World.
Alabama
Wedding World. Oh, It's like him and Eddie Vedder went to the same chorus music thing. They both just sound like dudes having a stroke.
And then their faces are always like contorted.
Just this overly fat dude in the tightest fishnet vest you've ever seen.
God, have you seen any of his latest like live shows? He is so winded.
Yeah, dude, I told you, like he runs to the stage like mic in hand, and then he goes to sing and just points it to the crowd.
Just okay, you're gonna have to take this. You're gonna take this line. Okay, you're gonna take this line.
I'm gonna chug my beer, and while you take this line.
God, yeah, that's every live Danzig show now. That poor guy.
Somebody throw me an inhaler.
I still
He
look.
did the Metallica thing where he came out and they were doing
Creeping. Or wait, they did
probably
Last Caress and Green Hell.
Green Hell, yeah, and he was just like. But they don't know any better, so of course, like James from Metallica is still sitting there like,
this is fucking a dream come true. Dead, and he's all like, just tired and dead inside.
"Come on, James, help me out, James.
Here we are, dude.
Come on, take the mic." Oh God, oh mother!
And I remember the best part about it is that he comes out on stage and he's like talks about how they're gonna play it like the right way, like fast, because Metallica slows it down, knowing full well that they probably should have slowed it down for him.
Just a little more.
Yeah, we're gonna do this the right way.
Fuck.
And that's the Danzig segue.
Yeah.
All right, dudes. Cool. If there's anything you want us to cover in future Taco Tuesdays, let us know. We're kind of playing it by ear at this point, but we do special requests.
That flip bill from Whiteman Can't.
We love requests.
We do love requests. It's like TRL, but we're equally awful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you hate us just as much, but
yeah, but you will love us.
We're just as relevant as TRL.
Let us know if you like the video option better than just the standard podcast.
Yeah, seriously.
Not too repulsive.
Yeah, hopefully you're not.
If next week you'd like to see extra videos in here, because I'm going to try to kill myself by putting a video in the middle and then other shit around the sides.
Yes.
Video upon video.
Videos upon videos upon videos with maybe text graphics.
Oh, there we go. We're getting on that next level video shit.
Ooh.
I don't know if you watched our first ever video review, but it's been getting pretty rave reviews from.
If you haven't, you can just get the fuck out now.
You can just get
and watch that video.
You obviously don't support us at all.
If you don't follow us or retweet our shit, then
you're dead to me. If I knew you personally, I'd slap you right in the mouth.
You're not getting my half bag of peanut M&Ms and get out.
My Carlo Rossi jug.
Ask a little bit nicer.
Cool. All right, let's shut this train wreck down before people start hating.
Bye.
All right, dudes, we'll catch you later. See you next Tuesday for some more Talko Tuesdays. Ah!